Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Norma Curtis to the stage for the singing of our national anthem.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Now it's a great privilege to welcome to the stage Mr. John McNutt, the President, CEO of the JAPLM.
Thanks very much, Jeff. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third year for this event, and it's the first time that I've made my way to the stage. And there's only one of the very few things that would make me come to the stage, and that's the introduction of my good friend and mentor, Mr. Paul Iyett. Paul, would you join us out here, please? Last Thursday night at the Canadian Business Hall of Fame in Toronto, Paul was honored by that large group as being Volunteer of the Year in the area of governance and board management by the Royden Richardson Foundation. And we're rather lucky that we're able to actually present him with the award here tonight. But I just want to tell one very small story about Mr. Iyett. And over the years, him being in politics and me being whatever, we would be in rooms together. But it took the flood in 2004 to put us together, working together. Paul was asked by Mayor Sylvia Sutherland at the time to represent the city, and I was there with the county. And Paul still tells the story. He went home and he said to his wife, "I was just at a meeting, and I met the guy that volunteered to do the fundraising." Well, that was me. And he thought that was pretty amazing. So turn it around, Paul. I've met the guy that puts his hand up when somebody wants their bylaws or their governance stuff looked at. He likes to do that kind of stuff. Why, I'll never know. In any event, this recognition is the first such recognition for junior achievement of Peterborough, Lakeland, Muskoka. Telling you about the name would take another meeting, but so I won't do it. But this represents the first time we've been recognized nationally. So, Paul, I've asked someone special to come out and present you with your award tonight.
Marty's going to end up dusting that, so she might as well have it now. This was quite a surprise. Like a lot of people in this community, you find a cause that you believe in, that you can believe will make a difference in people's lives, and you work for it. To be recognized like this is very special. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight, and especially our JA staff who works so hard year-round, getting all the stuff ready for our programs and everything, all the sponsors that are in the room, all the mentors that were here. Without you, we couldn't do it. And this is such an important fundraiser for our organization. And we're out there to inspire the youth so they can survive in a global economy that we have now. Used to be your competition was a guy down the street or around the corner. Now it's somebody on the other side of the world. So we're trying to encourage young entrepreneurs. Well, what are a better example than these people sitting here? They've done so much for this community, created so many jobs, and given back to so many causes. And if that doesn't inspire the young people of today, I don't know what will. So again, thank you very much for coming out and supporting JA. It's a great cause, great one to get behind. We're always looking for sponsors and mentors. If you can give us a few hours to spend in the classroom to teach some of these kids, it'd be much appreciated. Thanks very much.
My last official function, and this is a joyous one, let me tell you, I would ask you to join me in welcoming to the stage our MCs for this evening, Rosalie Terry from the Innovation Center, and from our very own Junior Achievement, Marina Wilkie. Ladies, it's all yours.
Thank you, John, and thank you, Paul. Congratulations. Good evening, everyone. We're so glad that you've joined us tonight to witness the 9 new inductions into the 2018 Junior Achievement Peterborough Business Hall of Fame. I'm really honored to be back for the 3rd time hosting this event. I'm particularly happy about the fact that they've found someone from my own Glamazon tribe to co-host with me. I'm so pleased to share the stage with Rosalie Terry of the Innovation Cluster.
Thanks, Marina. I am absolutely so excited to be here tonight. You all look so stunning. Great job. I have had the privilege of volunteering with Junior Achievement before, and I have to say that it's one of my favorite organizations in Peterborough. It is so incredible to be able to make a difference in the youth in our community's lives. So I hope that you guys know that it's so special that you're out here tonight, because it really does make a big difference. Before we kick off the induction ceremony, we have a short video about Junior Achievement for Peterborough, Lakeland, Muskoka. So roll the tape.
Since reopening in Peterborough in 2007, the local Junior Achievement Charter has expanded its territory to cover all of Eastern and Northern Ontario, except for the City of Ottawa. Junior Achievement Peterborough Lakeland Muskoka has recognized the need for our high-quality financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and work readiness programs, not just here, but across Ontario. We have taken up that challenge, expanded our territory, and worked to recruit local investors and volunteers whose dedication and philanthropy are utilized in their own communities. Providing bilingual programming for students from grade 3 to grade 12, Junior Achievement Peterborough Lakeland Muskoka is hard at work here in Peterborough and throughout our district, ensuring that local students receive the practical financial literacy education missing from today's curriculum. Tonight, we honor Peterborough's past and present business leaders to guarantee our ability to educate the trailblazers of tomorrow and ensure the continued success of Peterborough's economy. Thank you to all of those who volunteer and invest in Junior Achievement Peterborough Lakeland Muskoka. Your support makes it possible for us to continue our mandate of education and empowerment for all students.
Now you know a little bit more about what we do. We've actually invited a grade 10 teacher from Thomas A. Stewart, Mr. White, and one of his students and our company program coordinator tonight to say a couple of words to you about the JA company program. Mr. White?
Thank you. I'd like to give a special thank you to Ashburnham Realty and RBC for donating their tickets so we could be here tonight. My association with Junior Achievement started when I was 15 years old, and I know what you're thinking, boy, was that ever a long time ago? And boy, are you ever right. I was a grade 10 student at Thomas A. Stewart, and my business teacher told me that I should join a group called Junior Achievement. And without knowing too much about the program, except that it would be good for me in the long run, I took a chance and I joined. Our company program developed a product that was a decorative match holder for long fireplace matches. And in the process, I worked with industry leaders, and they guided and mentored us, and we were a very successful company. And looking back, that was a very pivotal moment in my life. It defined who I was and what I would go on to do. Fast forward a lot of years, and now I'm a teacher at Thomas A. Stewart, and I'm teaching business courses. And last year, Simon and I were talking, and we were brainstorming about a way to bring this to a grade 10 class and make it work within the curriculum, and we did. And my class started a company program, and their company was called Green Beginning. And they took 3 different types of plants, they repotted them in recycled tin cans, and covered them in decorative burlap. And they sold them, and they sold a lot of them. In fact, they sold out, and they made a lot of profit. And it was good for the students, and I've always been a big believer that it's better to do things hands-on than it is to learn from a textbook and write assignments on paper. So I felt good that students came away learning a lot and getting a lot of experience. Now, one of my students, Megan, is here to speak to you tonight, and I have to tell you, Megan is a very dedicated, hardworking, forthright student who I believe will go on to be an industry leader in Peterborough. Megan Collier.
Thank you. We are so happy to be here today as an example of the essential work that JA does. It's my happy job to announce the start of the Legacy Fund, a new initiative that Junior Achievement PLM is working on to ensure the company program will continue to be delivered in Peterborough. TD Bank has committed an astounding $10,000, and that contributes to over 4 years of Legacy Fund. So thank you to them. That's enough to fund 4 years of company programs alongside generous donations from National Bank, Grant Thornton, Winslow Jerome Motors, Kawartha Credit Union, and from the raffle ticket sales tonight, the Legacy Fund has raised enough to run 10 company programs. On behalf of myself and all the students who have benefited from this program, we'd like to thank you.
So everyone here tonight has contributed to furthering the goals of junior achievement in this community. So thank you all so much. It's so incredible to hear stories like that. And I know you're all anxiously awaiting to hear about all of these wonderful people sitting down here. So let the inductions begin. Please welcome to the stage Mike Baxter of CIBC to announce our first inductee.
I am so pleased to be here tonight to introduce the first inductee. His contributions to Peterborough County are staggering, as you'll appreciate when you watch the video. On behalf of CIBC, we offer congratulations to Pascal McCloskey for his induction.
In 1985, Pascal McCloskey founded McCloskey International, a custom fabrication and design company in Ajax, Ontario. A true innovator in his industry, Pascal's line of trommels, which was developed in the late 80s, led the company through steady growth and expansion. In 1998, McCloskey International purchased land in Otonabee, South Monacan, and began the process of transferring their manufacturing facility to the area. By 2000, the move was completed, and dozens of employees made the move with the company. McCloskey International has only continued to grow, acquiring Viper International in 2004 and boasting approximately 380 skilled employees in Ontario alone. The company now boasts locations in Northern Ireland, Otonabee, South Monacan, and Wisconsin. Committed to being true local, national, and global citizens, McCloskey International contributes to our community in a variety of ways, partnering with local suppliers, using local companies to design, develop, and build their ever-expanding premises, and partnering with Fleming College to provide exciting hands-on opportunities in the manufacturing trades. With an active policy of corporate philanthropy, Pascal McCloskey has used his thriving business to give back to the Peterborough community.
Here to accept the award is Pascal McCloskey.
Thank you. They should have saved the best for last. For almost being a no-show, you're up first. And my argument about not wanting to participate, it puts me really out of my comfort zone. I'm best in the midst of my green machines. If you wanted to buy a piece of equipment from me, you would never get away from me. This puts me out of my comfort zone. But I think junior achievement is a great thing to do, and I should take it more seriously, because I look back, I left school at 15 years old, grew up in a really rural part of Ireland, and the exposure that I had, I always considered myself, at 15 years old, a brilliant engineer, because I knew it all. But at school, where I went to school, they had sort of, back then, they had taken us at age 11 or 12 and decided that these country boys are not going to be academics, and they're not going to university. But we were very entrepreneurial. We had a lot of enthusiasm. Like, I really started in business from 7 or 8 years old. There were 6 in my family, all the local neighbors. Everybody was farming then. And we were in big demand to work with local farmers. And you learned so much about equipment, and that's how it was so easy for me to build this business. It was like a gift. And I've been blessed with good health. I have a great wife that supports me. And I would really like to thank all the great people, men and women, that I have surrounded myself with that have built this company. I didn't do it, but I have a crack team. I feel I have the greatest team in the world. We compete. We have 10 huge competitors, and when they run into McCloskey, they usually lose badly. But I would like to thank Terry Windham for putting forward my name for being inducted into the Hall of Fame, or the Business Hall of Fame. And I would like to thank all of you for coming out this evening, and look forward to coming back next year. Thank you.
And we're so glad he showed up. I'd like to now ask George Gall to step up to the podium and introduce our next inductee for the evening.
Good evening. It's a great honor and distinct pleasure to be here with you. This next inductee was not only a fantastic businessman whose business still exists today, and I believe there's 4 generations, or were 4 generations, in that business. He was a community benefactor and a dedicated family man. The next inductee is Mr. Norwood himself, Jack Stewart. Please welcome Jack's son, John Stewart, to the stage, who continues that business to this day.
John James Stewart, also known as Jack and Mr. Norwood, lived all of his 102 years of life in Norwood. The son of the local garage owner and car dealer, Jack started helping his father with the business when he was in high school and became the sole owner of the business in 1937. Jack changed the name of the business to J.J. Stewart Motors and built it into the brand we know today. An active member of the Norwood United Church and family man, Jack married Marguerite McGee in 1939, and they spent 60 years together. It wasn't long before their 2 sons, Ross and John, joined them in the business, and in more recent years, their grandsons, Dave and Mark. His philanthropic community works would fill several pages, but he was most proud of his work with the church and the Norwood community. Jack Stewart built his business based on honesty, familial pride, generosity, and service. He spent every day working hard for his business and his community, and continued to do so right up to the age of 102. His business lives on through his family and the indelible marks he left on the Norwood community.
I'm like Pascal. I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. I listen a lot better than I talk, so I'm going to cheat. It is with great pleasure that I accept this award on behalf of my late father, J.J. Stewart, or as I always called him, Dad. I had the good fortune to work with him for over 50 years. Dad took great pride in the business and community. He was saddened by the death of his son Ross in 1985 and life partner Marguerite in 2000, but carried on. He came to work 6 days a week for over 80 years. He was a man of integrity and honor, and his word and the handshake were as good as any signed contract. He enjoyed the day-to-day running of the business, but also enjoyed the interaction with the customers, many of whom became lifelong friends. As the business grew, so did Dad's generous spirit, and our community was often the recipient of this generosity. He would be very proud to receive this recognition from Junior Achievement for his hard work and dedication. Again, thank you from all his family, and we will continue his life pattern.
Up next, we have Jeff Lanktoff from LLF Lawyers here to introduce our next inductee.
Welcome, everyone. I have the distinct pleasure to introduce the next inductee. She has long roots in the community, and the reason that she is here is because she has demonstrated a significant entrepreneurial spirit to grow her business. There's a reasonable possibility that you drove here in one of the cars that she represents. If I can introduce for you and congratulate Monica Carmichael.
In 1995, Monica Carmichael took over her father Frank Mando's legacy and became the general manager of Trent Valley Honda. With big shoes to fill, it was either fail or flourish for Monica as she waded into the male-dominated industry and began to establish her own management style. Rather than single herself out or lament the lack of other women in her industry, she decided to do something about it. Monica built her dealership up with compassion, leading by example, listening to and learning from other successful Honda dealers. She was named dealer principal and purchased a majority interest in 2005. Monica has grown Trent Valley Honda into a thriving dealership which supports over 50 families. She places great importance on educating her employees and particularly on empowering young women in the industry through employment and by providing economic stability. Her average team member has been on staff for 6 years or more, with over 20% having careers spanning over 10 years and some close to 30. An active philanthropist, Monica lives the values of integrity, self-improvement, and relationship building. Most recently, Trent Valley Honda became the title sponsor for the Walk a Mile in Her Shoes campaign, and last year helped to raise enough for over 3,000 safe nights for women seeking shelter in our community.
Thank you for the lovely video. That was awesome. Wow, this is a special evening, and it's an amazing privilege to be considered and chosen for this honor. I would like to begin by congratulating the other inductees this evening. Such a privilege, really, to be considered amongst such an amazing group of business leaders in this community, and I truly have every respect and admiration for them. I'm very humbled to be amongst this group. Thank you to those who nominated me and to those on the committee that voted for me, and also those who have worked so hard to make this evening amazing. A huge thank you to the Junior Achievement Organization for hosting this inspiring evening and for all they do for Peterborough's youth and the business community. The strength of the group of inductees and all they have accomplished truly motivates me to continue to strive to give and to learn more. I feel my best is yet to come. I have to acknowledge all of those who have supported and inspired me in my life, including those who are sitting around tonight with me and cheering me on. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. To my staff, my team, my Trent Valley family, thank you. They say one of the secrets to success is who you choose to surround yourself with. And I profess tonight that I'm so privileged to be surrounded by the best team of people you could ask for. To my loyal customers, thank you. I've been so privileged to grow up in this community, to serve generations of families who have built, grown, and dedicated their lives to this community. And for that, I am truly grateful. And to my family, my brother, my daughters, my partner, my soul sisters and friends, you are the reason I get up each day and strive to inspire, coach, and mentor others and create something memorable every day. I must give special thanks to my parents. Oh, how I wish my dad was beside me tonight. For all the love, the support, the sacrifices, and the lessons. They taught me the core values. They always encouraged me to work hard and do my best, and gave me the opportunity to grow and develop a business and myself, and give back to the community I dearly love. Mom and Dad, as I'm being acknowledged for my accomplishments, you are being recognized as well. Through the challenge of working in an industry that has been traditionally a man's world, and through the miracles and the tragedies that life has shown me, I have learned that being truly open to ideas, always being positive, being willing to try, to give, to fail, and to learn are the keys to me living the life that I'm grateful for. As one of the world's most powerful women, Oprah, quotes, "The big secret in life is that there is no big secret. If you have a goal and you're willing to work hard, you can have anything you want. And Monica would add, if you're willing to serve and give to others, you can get what you want as well. So thank you, everyone. This is an evening I'll never forget, and this one's for you, Dad.
Thank you, Monica. That was beautiful. Now, here to announce the next induction, please welcome Bill Blair from Grant Thornton to the stage.
Thank you, Marina. Good evening, everyone. This pair of inductees made it their life's work to keep the accounts of Peterborough residents and businesses in the black. Their partnership was the basis of a firm that lasted the test of time and has now gone on to become part of the Grant Thornton family. Inducted posthumously are John A. McCall and James H. Turner.
On March 1, 1946, McCall and Turner Chartered Accountants opened its doors. Its founding members, Jim Turner and John McCall, came from two diverse backgrounds and were brought together by chance. Jim Turner was born and raised in Peterborough and pursued his accounting designations in Toronto. He had always planned to open a practice in Peterborough. John McCall, on the other hand, was from Montreal. He and his wife Pearl had decided they wanted to find a nice place to live. They decided to travel west across Ontario, stopping in several communities until they found and fell in love with Peterborough. Turner, who at the time was living in Toronto, heard about the CA who was planning to set up practice in Peterborough and seized the opportunity. He wrote a letter to McCall suggesting they meet and discuss going into business together rather than competing with each other. That original letter can still be viewed in the lobby of their offices. It marked the beginning of a very fruitful and fulfilling business relationship. Their partnership was a classic example of how opposites attract. Described by some who work for them as the odd couple, a visit to John McCall's office would inevitably find you in an immaculate workspace, whereas Jim Turner's office was a perpetual paper tornado. Their differences only served to make them stronger, each bringing his unique skill to the practice. McCall and Turner has served the personal and corporate accounting needs of the Peterborough community since 1946. Though they represented a small town, they were able to hold down big clients like Indusman Limited, the firm's first client to be publicly traded on the TSX. Both partners were active in community service. McCall was a long-standing Rotarian who also supported the Salvation Army, while Turner offered his community service within the profession as a volunteer with the Institute of Chartered Accountants, as well as with local organizations such as the Peterborough Chamber of Commerce and St. John's Anglican Church. Still honoring the values of its founding fathers, McCall and Turner continued to service our community for 72 years. On March 1, 2018, McCall Turner LLP joined Grant Thornton LLP.
It was McCall first.
Times change.
Yeah. Thank you to Junior Achievement for selecting my dad, Jim Turner, to be one of the 2018 Business Hall of Fame inductees. And thanks as well to the partners at McCall Turner for nominating him and John for this award. Dad would be very embarrassed, but also very honored to be recognized in this way. When I was a young girl, he would tease me by telling me with a twinkle in his eye and a big smile on his face that he was a prominent Peterborough citizen. I had no idea what that meant, but it sounded good. Then, as I grew into my teenage years, he tried it out again, and with not so much success. I would roll my eyes and say that era's equivalent of today's, yeah, right, whatever. But once I was part of the work world, I realized how hard he worked for his family and his firm and the community. He had really deep roots family roots in Peterborough, and I think it's quite appropriate that we're next door tonight to the J.J. Turner Building. That was good. He showed his devotion to the community through his volunteer work, and he was really proud that with John McCall, he established this firm in 1946 that became an integral part of the community. He really had great respect for all his clients and for the many men and women with whom he worked over the years at McCall Turner. And it's been great for me to see many of them here tonight. And so, and also he greatly valued this long association he had with John McCall, his great friend. So, and I haven't seen Bob since he was that big. So last week, yeah, so this was good too. And so with this award today, I think the joke is really on him because he is being remembered and will be remembered as a prominent Peterborough citizen. Thank you.
Wow, what do I say? I can make it short and sweet. Ditto what Barb said. For those here who are McCall Turner alumni and knew my dad and Jim very well, I knew Dad from an entirely different perspective, that of a father. He was a great guy, and this city, this community, and my family, my sister and I, and Dad's grandkids, really benefited from the lessons that were taught to us by Jim and my dad. As I said, I have a different viewpoint or perspective from most of you, that being family, but I was, for 2 summers, a McCall Turner employee. I cut the grass. I was paid 25 cents. A lot of money back when you're 7. I wasn't quite sure what to say tonight. Can't even come close to encapsulating a 50-plus year relationship with someone in a minute or a minute and a half. My dear wife, who is here, asked me on the way down today, what would your dad think? And I would think that he would be brief and humbled, but very honored by this inductee into the Hall of Fame. Dad and Jim spent a lot of time over the years with Junior Achievement. So first off, I'd like to thank Junior Achievement for this wonderful event. But as I was pondering what message I could give to all you wonderful people, I'm reminded of a song from it was the lead song from a movie from the 60s. The movie was To Sir With Love, and if I can leave one takeaway from both Jim and John, was that they taught us the difference between weak and strong, and that was a lot to learn, and we still all learn. So thank you, Jim, thank you, John, thank you, Junior Achievement, thank you, McCall Turner, and thank you, Peterborough.
That was lovely. Ooh, I'm tall. I would now like to welcome the lovely Gail Morehouse from Community Futures Peterborough to take the stage for the next announcement.
The person whose name I'm about to announce has been a mentor and a driving force behind the real estate industry in Peterborough. It's my honor to announce the induction of Carl Oak of the Peterborough Business Hall of Fame.
Carl Oak began his career in real estate as a sales representative in 1968. It wasn't long before he partnered with Bernie Wanamaker to open their own business, Oak Wanamaker, in 1973. With an eye towards growth, Carl was impressed by the skill and pace of the Century 21 franchise system. A mere 5 years after founding Oak Wanamaker, Carl became one of 4 Century 21 franchises in Peterborough when he founded Century 21 Carl Oak. His business thrived along with his new partner Robert Howe, maintaining a spot in the top 30 Canadian Century 21 brokerages since 1983 and being named Broker of the Year for Canada in 1991. In 1981, they purchased Century 21 Cooper Crowley before Robert retired in 1990. In 1999, Carl merged with Century 21 Grey Monroe franchise to become Century 21 United, which is still serving our community and now boasts over 85 agents. Carl is well known for his community works. As an active member of the Rotary Club, he was awarded the Paul Harris Fellowship, the club's highest honor. His most renowned community contribution is the Carl Oak Swimathon, an annual event which raised over $1.2 million in funds for projects including Easter Seals and Rotary. Now retired, Carl's daughter Vanessa Oak Hogan has continued his legacy, running Century 21 United and his Swimathon.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have nothing prepared tonight because I won't get into that. But anyway, they said you do it in 2 minutes or less. So if I get talking here, I'll last for 20 minutes. So anyway, I want to thank Bill Juby for nominating me. I want to thank the selection committee for putting me through here. And it's a great honor to be a member of the Junior Achievement Award. So thank you again.
Now taking the stage, we have my former co-host and Business Hall of Fame inductee, Michael Skinner from the Innovation Cluster.
Thank you. Our next inductee is probably one of the most humble and modest individuals I've ever had the pleasure of working with. He's a very passionate community architect who's been constantly giving back to our downtown by revitalizing our commercial as well as residential areas. He's a key member of the Venture North Group, as well as one of the new owners of 150 King. It is my honor and pleasure to announce the induction of Paul Bennett.
Paul Bennett always knew he would be an entrepreneur. From his first business picking strawberries to supply local restaurants with his mother, or working his way through the various jobs at Viamede Resort, which was owned by his family, to flipping houses during his university days, his entrepreneurial spirit led him from one idea to the next, until he opened his business Ashburnham Realty in the year 2000. Changing the face of Peterborough's downtown for the better, Paul has focused Ashburnham Realty's business here. Paul has a passion for downtowns and believes that a healthy downtown leads to a vibrant, inclusive, and healthy community. Keen to show others the advantages of living and working in our community, Paul is a founding member of Venture North, an incubation hub with the goal of creating space and providing a competitive advantage to those looking to start their own business in town. A true community builder, he has committed himself to supporting and serving the organizations which strengthen our community, including PRHC, Startup Peterborough, the Innovation Cluster, the Downtown Business Improvement Association, Win This Space, Junior Achievement, and countless others. His exemplary commitment to making Peterborough a better place to live and work means the future of our community is in good hands.
I know Laura's out there somewhere, so whoever got those pictures, we're going to have a conversation with them later on. But first of all, thank you very much. I, like Pascal, am much happier being at the back of the room than I am being at the front, as I think people know of me. So I'm going to try and keep this short and keep my head down as much as possible, because I also have a tendency to ramble on if I keep going. So to begin with, I'm incredibly humbled and honored to be part of this amazing group of people who I consider as mentors and role models of mine. It's truly unbelievable they have some of the accomplishments that you've seen outlined tonight, and once again, I feel very humbled and privileged to be up here with them. I'd also like to thank Junior Achievement and all their staff, the immense amount of work that has gone into this event. I'd also really like to thank everyone in this room for being here. This is a huge fundraiser for Junior Achievement, and if you don't know the scale of which the effect John and his team have on the youth in our community, it is immeasurable. The funds from this event go a long way to help impact more kids with financial literacy and entrepreneurship training. I, like everyone else up here, could likely spend our full 2 minutes just thanking people in our lives who have influenced us through the journey that is the business life. That being said, if I actually did that, I would imagine that probably John, Marina, and Rose would probably boo me off the stage, so I'm going to focus on two. My work family. I think a lot of you are here, or some of you are here at least. Rob, Kel, and Laura have been with me for a long time, and we truly are a family. It's a true pleasure for me to work with such a diverse, strong, and fun group of people. We are a family in every sense of the word. I value all the ups and downs more than you know, and you think you would all know that I would do anything for you on a daily basis, and that would never change. I extend that work family to people that I work with as well, between tenants, bankers, engineers, architects, trades, city staff, accountants, etc. I feel so privileged to enjoy each person I interact with and think that one of the big values of Peterborough is that you can truly enjoy those people that you work with on a daily basis. You can actually enjoy what you do and hopefully do well doing it. Through these daily interactions, I was very lucky to come in contact with John McNutt. And years ago when this event started, I was able to actually help him start this event. The reason this event connected with me so much was the storytelling aspect of it. I was incredibly lucky to have a role model in my life, my dad, who's up at the back there, I think, hiding away. Dressed how I would like to be dressed, by the way. Once again, for anyone else who knows me, the fact I have a suit jacket on is a big deal, so I'd much rather be wearing the shorts and shirt that he's wearing back there. He showed me from a very young age the value of hard work and flat-out determination, and to be totally honest, this is his. He should be up here much more than I should be. To me, this event highlights people from all backgrounds, time periods, education levels, industries, etc., to show that there's no one true path to success. And if you're out there right now trying to sort out what your future holds, whether you're a 15-year-old junior achiever or a 70-year-old retiree, take the leap and do something that you love. The greatest advice that my dad ever gave me, whether he remembers it or not, was to never catch yourself counting backwards in life. Don't look forward to retirement. Don't look forward to your next venture. Don't even look forward to the weekend. If you're not doing something that pulls you out of bed in the morning, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and take a risk to do something that makes you happy and makes a true difference. Dad, thank you so much for being such a role model to me. I urge you all to seek out that person in your life that can be your role model. Whether it be a parent, a teacher, a business associate, etc., they will have a huge impact on your life the same way that my dad has had on mine. Thanks again. I'll keep this short. Thanks again for everyone. It's once again very humbling for me to be here. I take great pride in it. I'm excited to be part of this group, and if anything, all it's done is give me a bit more fire in my butt to do more to help people and make a bigger difference. Thank you very much.
That was so lovely, Paul. Congratulations. Here to deliver the next induction, we have Dina Simmons representing Kawartha Credit Union.
This next inductee has nurtured her family business so well that it has grown exponentially and created offshoots which serve the needs of our most vulnerable community members. Congratulations on your induction, Sally Harding.
As the first in her family to go to university, Sally Harding was well prepared to contribute to the family business, Nightingale Nursing. By the time she took over as CEO in 1999, she had both her BBA and CPA designations and followed it up with a Master of Arts in Healthcare Management in 2015. When Sally first started working for her mother at Nightingale in 1991, she brought big changes with her, revolutionizing the office system with computerization and purchasing their first commercial building. In 1999, she became the CEO, and in 2003, she purchased major shares in the business. In 2012, in an effort to ensure the dignity of clients and that employees were provided a hazard-free work environment, she conceived Nightingale Home Maintenance, and in 2016 saw the birth of Nightingale Global Vax, a branch of the company which provides travel vaccinations for those going abroad. Her leadership has seen the humble home nursing services her mother provided grow into a company with multiple branches, employing almost 175 people in the communities they serve. An active Rotarian and community servant, Sally and her family have hosted 10 Rotary International students over the years. Her passion lies in making a difference in the lives of her clients so they can live independently with peace of mind and dignity.
Thank you. I am humbled by this award. I also wrote a few comments down because I am not the best in front of the mic either, so, and I have to wear glasses now. So I first want to thank and recognize my fellow inductees, all of whom have contributed to this community in different but significant and memorable ways. I want to thank Junior Achievement for this honor and recognition. I am grateful to my husband, Wayne Harding, of 25 years, who listens to my frustrations of being a business owner and understands when I have to respond to a business emergency from the middle of Clear Lake. And finally, I want to thank God for the many blessings and talents that He's bestowed upon me, the daily inner courage that has led a group to lead a group of caring and frontline caregivers that provide compassionate health care to our clients in their homes. I have to say that I would be remiss if I didn't mention my mother at this point. She started the business in 1985. She started the business in 1985. When we moved to Peterborough, my father had retired here, and she couldn't find work as a nurse. She started her own business. Quietly, she showed me that women can move forward and create a dream of their own. And being the entrepreneur that she was, she showed me that I could have the courage to continue what she had started. So it's my pleasure to help those stay at home and age at home for as long as they want to. I, too, go to work every day knowing that I make a difference to the community and to the clients that we serve. We all want to be at home, aging at home. And if I can help do that with healthcare services, home maintenance, immunization, or most recently, fresh home cooking at home, then I'm pleased to do it. Thank you again for this meaningful and humbling honor.
Thank you, Sally. Now, this next inductee has a special place in my heart because when I first started working for Junior Achievement, he was the first person to listen to a pitch about the Business Hall of Fame, and he was also my first investor. So can I please ask Don Hennessy from BDC to come up and announce that person?
This inductee truly represents Junior Achievement. His personal entrepreneurial success, which are many, only dwarfs in comparison to his commitment to fostering new business and innovation in our community. Please join me in congratulating Robert Gavreau.
At 35 years old, Robert Gavreau is the youngest inductee to be included in the Junior Achievement Peterborough Business Hall of Fame. Robert is a chartered professional accountant who started his own firm, Gavreau & Associates, in 2008. During the 10 years since its inception, Gavreau & Associates has continued to grow and now employs 14 people. This induction is not the first honor to be bestowed upon Robert. He has received the Chamber of Commerce Business Excellence Award for Entrepreneurship, being named to the top 4 under 40 Peterborough business leaders in 2015, and being recognized as a Trent University Young Leader. A community builder, Robert is known for generously donating his time and resources to initiatives in the Peterborough community. He is a founding member of both Venture North Incubation Hub, Startup Peterborough, and is currently working hard as the Vice Chair of the Peterborough and District United Way campaign for 2018. He is a member of the Archangels Masters, which is an invitation-only international group of entrepreneurs whose mandate is to empower positive change in the world. Robert lives in Cavan with his wife Jen and their 2 children and continues to strive to create positivity, social change, and growth in our community.
Thank you all so much. It's quite an honor to be here tonight, and what a beautiful crowd of people. Unbelievable. Thank you to Junior Achievement and the Selection Committee for this recognition. I'm truly honored and humbled, like most, to be amongst some of the greatest business leaders and community builders in our region. I would also like to congratulate each of this year's inductees and thank you for all you contribute to our community. Each of you inspire me to be better and give more every single day. In reflecting on this recognition, there's one word that has stuck in my mind, and that's grateful. I'm grateful to live in a community where there's so many wonderful leaders and entrepreneurs building something meaningful who inspire each and every one of us around them. I'm grateful to my parents who are here tonight with me somewhere. I can't see them. For teaching me the values of what it means to be a good person, treating people fairly, helping those that need your help, being honest, having fun, and to work your ass off. And whatever it is that you want to accomplish, you can do it with a little bit of hard work. I am grateful to the business owners, professionals, entrepreneurs, centers of influence, and friends that have given us and my team an opportunity to work with them and recommend us to help people improve their businesses and help them find financial success. Thank you. Without you allowing us to have that opportunity to prove what we can do, we wouldn't be here today. I'm grateful to my team, who are all incredible people and highly proficient professionals. A lot of them are here today. At least my management team, a core bunch, is here today. And they all have a shared vision to offer world-class accounting, tax, and business advice to our clients. This group makes it an absolute joy to go to work every single day. And it's true what they say, surround yourself with the best people, and great things truly happen. And lastly, but certainly not least, I'm so incredibly grateful for my amazing wife, Jenny, who's here, and my 2 beautiful children, Jack and Sophia. Jenny, you have supported me with working crazy hours, traveling around the world to find the newest idea, listening to my many different ideas on how I can innovate and disrupt my industry, and for trusting me when I make terrifying financial decisions along the way. I love you very much, and thank you for that. Thank you, Peterborough, for this recognition, and I promise you I will continue to drive to build a community that we're all grateful for and can live our passions and be rewarding for doing good. I can also assure you with our recently announced expansion and move to 150 King Street in Peterborough with our partner Ashburnham Realty that we are just getting started and there's lots more to come. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Matt Aston and James Hughes from Lighthouse Private Wealth to announce our final inductees of the evening.
Well, I hope all of you are finding this as inspirational as I have been. Partners in life and business, these next individuals have spent their lifetime quite literally building our community. We're happy to announce the induction of Alf and June Curtis.
Alf and June Curtis have been a team since the day they opened Alf Curtis Home Improvements in 1975. With Alf's 16 years of experience in the industry, he took on the labor and June ran the day-to-day business. Although the business has grown exponentially, not much has changed. After 42 years, you can still find June in the office every day, including Saturday, and Alf in to oversee projects. With over 100 skilled staff employed in their Peterborough, Lindsay, and Belleville locations, they have worked hard to ensure their employees are treated like family. In fact, many of them are, with 4 generations of family working together to grow and maintain the business. Alf Curtis Home Improvements are major supporters of local sports teams, having sponsored the Peterborough Lakers for 12 seasons, sponsored the Canadian Cancer Society's Pink in the Rink event at the Memorial Centre, and contributed to countless minor sports teams over the years. Alf and June have used their skills to go above and beyond, contributing the roof trusses, windows, and doors for every Habitat for Humanity build in Peterborough and Lindsay communities. Alf Curtis Home Improvements is a business built in Peterborough that has built Peterborough.
Please welcome Alf and June Curtis to the stage.
Thank you, Junior Achievement, for this evening. Alf and I were both surprised and honored to be nominated and chosen to receive the Junior Achievement Business Hall of Fame Award. It is just a wonderful recognition. We have met so many incredible people and have had fantastic support all these years from our employees, friends, and family. Alf and I would like to thank everyone involved. Short and sweet. Is that okay?
So, could we get a final round of applause for all of these incredible people? I feel so inspired. I don't know about you guys, but huge congratulations to all of you. It was so incredible also to hear all of your stories. So you should all be very proud. And for the rest of you, just so you know, you have the opportunity to visit the Hall of Fame. It's just about a half a block that way, and it's located in the Venture North building. Okay, so you can head on over there if you want to, anytime you like, and check it out and see all of the inductees over the past 3 years. And I would like to take a minute to thank all of our fabulous food sponsors tonight. Wasn't the food delicious? It was perfect.
And also, before we wrap up, I'd just like to take a second to thank our investors, because your hard work and your generosity has allowed us not only to put on this extraordinary event tonight, but also it's contributed to junior achievement programming for the upcoming school year. So thank you to all of our investors. RBC, Cogeco, Peterborough This Week, Chorus Entertainment, Coworth and Now, Peak Benefit Solutions, and Terry Windrum, thank you so much. Thank you to all of, oh, yes, thank you. To all of the inductee investors who joined us on the stage to introduce the inductions, and to all of our gold investors whose names you can read in the booklet, thank you. We really appreciate your support, and we rely on it.
And the last thing we need to do before we leave is the raffle draw. So the draw is for a 1-week stay at the Villas of Grand Cypress, generally provided by the President and CEO, John McNutt, and his lovely wife, Cheryl, and the beautiful sunflower painting. So Cody, if you will. Are you guys ready? Do you got your tickets?
This one's for the villa.
This is for the villa, okay? So we've got 723-8099. 723-8099. Where are we? Woo! Congratulations.
And just so you know, the woman who just won that 1-week stay in Florida is the hardest working woman in our office, Maureen Callery. Congratulations for that. Woo! Now, for the painting, the number is 919-8293. 919-8293. Up here, congratulations, you've won yourself a beautiful painting. Come down, see Cody to collect your prize. He is in the lobby. Okay. Well, the party is not over yet, so be sure to grab yourselves some drinks, congratulate the inductees, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for another great year.